What is up, everyone? Welcome to episode 2 of the Hardcore Update, brought to you by yours truly, the Straight Edge Phenomenal One himself, Brian Verrett. Okay, this week I was actually able to watch wrestling. I had to work that much, so let me give you a little catch up. Raw, Triple H goes after Randy Orton for attacking Stephanie McMahon. Last week we found out he actually admits Stephanie is his wife, which is kind of rare. Almost bashes Randy Orton's head in, which was awesome. I gotta admit. Nothing big happened on Raw. We got to find out the latest induction in the Hall of Fame, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, which is awesome. Not much anything big. Pretty much, John Cena versus I think it was Chavo Guerrero, which was a squash match anyway. So nothing big on Raw. ECW. Tyson Kidd wins in a pretty good match. Not great. It wasn't even great. It was squash. But Christian versus Jack Swagger. That was probably the best ECW match I have ever seen. Like last year, it was definitely Matt Hardy versus Evan Bourne. But this year, it might be Christian versus Jack Swagger. Cause that Jack really impressed me. He has some skills. I give him that much. He got skills. TNA, funny moment with Samoa Joe putting like this big ass knife on Scott Steiner, and Scott was like, "It was a knife." I gotta admit that was funny, but Sting, it will be Sting versus Curry at Destination X. Got the contract signing. Alex Shelley retained his X Division Championship in a ladder match, which really should not have been a ladder match. Lance Rock, or Lance Hoy as we know him, is gone from TNA due to the off the wagon challenge. If this continues, we might as well face the fact that every time you see this match, someone's been released from TNA. So wish the well for P. Williams and Lance Hoyt, which were in the best in your endeavors or whatever. SmackDown. This was probably the big one for the week. Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy. Like, yes, this is gonna be a good match. No, actually, we didn't even have a match. They just pretty much talked, and Matt slapped the piss out of Jeff's mouth, and Jeff walked away, and still got a loud roar of the audience. And I think he proved that he's not gonna fight his brother. But let's face it, this match is probably gonna happen at WrestleMania. And go on YouTube, type Matt versus Jeff, you'll see a hardcore match. That was like the first time they ever faced each other, and it was pretty good. So I don't know what to expect. John Cena returned to SmackDown after 2 years. Pretty much did the same thing he did 2 years ago. Talk some shit. Said SmackDown the same. Same old. Really good match between Vladimir Kozlov and Undertaker, with Vladimir actually getting the win. I was actually kind of surprised on this one. I was surprised that he got the win. I honest to God thought Undertaker was going to win this match. I swear I thought he was, but I don't know. Maybe they're building to be this unstoppable wrecking ball, whatever. MVP. I'm guessing at WrestleMania, if they're not in the Money in the Bank, it's probably going to be a triple threat for the United States Championship, which has not been on the line since, I think, WrestleMania 23, where Chris Benoit versus MVP. So it's been a long time since, in wrestling years, I should say, it's been a long time since the United States title was ever defended at WrestleMania. So CM Punk qualified for Money in the Bank, which kind of surprised me. Really nothing. Good tag team match between Carlito and Primo versus John Morris and The Miz. That was a pretty good match. That might have been the second best match of the night, maybe. Really nothing. That's honestly it. There was nothing big happening this week. Now my thoughts. WrestleMania is coming around the corner. It's almost here, ladies and gentlemen. Like a few more days. I can't wait. It's already building. I honestly have no idea what they're gonna do with the World Championships, because one, Triple H is the WWE champion. Is he back on Raw, or is he on SmackDown? Two, Edge is the World Heavyweight Champion now. He's on SmackDown. That means the word retired that was on Raw is on SmackDown again. So what are they gonna do? I have no idea. It's kind of confusing. On top of which, has anyone like at all seen freaking frick, I forgot the name. Crap. Oh, now I remember. Evan Bourne, Evan Airborne, Money in the Bank. I think that's probably gonna happen. I know I'm probably going off subject because I can't. I honestly, God, I cannot remember. It'll probably come to me after this video is over, so forgive me. I think this is gonna be the Money in the Bank, and I'm hoping CM Punk, Evan Bourne, one of the guys from Legacy, maybe John Morrison or The Miz, maybe Shelton Benjamin or MVP, and I'm saying 6. I don't think there's gonna be 8 this year, even though it would be awesome, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Chavo Guerrero maybe, probably. That's probably gonna be it, but that's all. There's nothing big to happen this week, honestly, so there's not much to explain. You don't like. The only thing that comes to mind right now for me this whole week is the fact that as I was looking through some stuff, looking back, like WWE's lost. I don't know if I've done this before now, if I said this already. If I did, forgive me. If not, then open your ears. But WWE does not use a lot of the stars properly. Like think about it. They go to independent shows like even TNA. I would say this: TNA and WWE have people that go to like independent shows, have scouts to scout them, and must sign all that. When they do sign them, they water them down. They water them down to look retired or not as good as they were when they wanted them. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you want someone just to tone them down to not make them as popular? That's hurting your business and hurting them as well. Matter of fact, I got 2 examples for both WWE, TNA. I guess we'll start with TNA. I'll go back to WWE. TNA, Samoa Joe. That's right, the big dog, Samoa Joe, my homie. In Ring of Honor, he was the beast in Ring of Honor. He was Ring of Honor. Got signed to TNA, debuted that same anniversary, destroyed Sanjay Dutt, killed him. Then somewhere around the line, I guarantee you, right after Monsters Ball of 06, I think, 06 or 07, whichever one he was in, something happened, and he just got really watered down. He wasn't the aggressive Samoa Joe we used to see in X Division. He wasn't, he upped his game a little bit, but he wasn't that aggressive anymore. Now I don't know what this Joe with the haircut low and the paint or tattoo on his face. I don't know what this Joe is. Is he deadlier than the Ring of Honor Joe? Is he hope the guy better than TNA Joe? I don't know. That's my opinion. WWE. There are so many people that have been signed from independent places to go to WWE that have been toned down. CM Punk, for instance. That's the person I knew I forgot. Now I remember. CM Punk. This is probably gonna be my last thing for the minute. CM Punk, when he became Ring of Honor champion, had that heel turn. Like, fans, they hated but loved him. But he also backed up everything he said. Everything he said, he backed it up in the ring. He came to WWE, to ECW. He was good. Like, I gotta give it to him. He used the Anaconda Vice for his first few wins. Then went to the go to sleep. He was good. Now all of a sudden, what the hell? He's like, come on. Like, WWE TNA, if you're gonna sign someone, try something. Try something new. Try not to water them down. Let them be them. That's what's missing in professional wrestling. That's what's missing. They're not being themselves like Stone Cold was or The Rock was. We're not going to have that. So, that's my show. Deuces.